Good evening, everyone. My name is Brenda Pena, and I am the principal of Waltham High School. I want to welcome all of our families to our 8th grade family night. Welcome to the class of 2026. I am accompanied this evening by our content directors, as well as my administrative assistant, Ms. Hughes, who will be helping us this evening with the slides. Sorry, Ms. Hughes, is there a way of you making this a little bit larger? Oh, there we go. Perfect. So here at Waltham High School, we want to meet the needs of our school community. I'm going to go over the core values, the beliefs, and our learning expectations. We value the cultural identities of our students, families, and staff, embracing their different backgrounds and experiences. We want to build a sense of belongingness and focusing on the individual needs of our students and staff. We want to build those positive and trusting relationships. And we want to continue to enhance the learning experiences of all of our students, exposing them to interdisciplinary, vocational, academic collaboration, and authentic real-world problem solving. Next slide, Ms. Hughes. This year, we're focusing on the goals and instructional priorities that we're focusing on this year is really creating an equitable learning environment that supports all of our learners. We want equitable access to programs, curriculum, and opportunities. We want appropriate placement of our students with IEPs and our multilingual learners. We're focusing on social emotional learning, building student capacity through agency, through the social emotional learning process. And we are focusing on culturally relevant curriculum. We're building critical thinking, collaboration, problem solving through project-based learning, focusing on cognitively demanding tasks, inquiry-based and evidence-based. We're focusing on equitable grading practices and focusing on interdisciplinary approach to project-based learning. The vision of Waltham High School. Together we will create a safe, inclusive, and supportive learning community, ensuring that all of our students have a positive school experience. We want to build relationships with our students. We want to acknowledge and validate students' lived experiences and needs. We want to provide those equitable opportunities for all of our students, giving them access to resources, giving students what they need, and leveraging student voice. We want to build those deeper connections with our parents and our community, inviting families to share priorities, concerns, and feedback, bringing families into the decision-making process, and providing rigorous, culturally sustaining curricula, culturally responsive and socially aware, recognizing and celebrating cultural identity. I'm now going to be passing this on to Emily Perna, who is going to speak on Changemaker Academy, and she's going to cover our ELA curriculum. At the end of the evening, there will be opportunity for questions, but we also do have Google Meet link codes that will be linked to each content director if you have any individual curriculum-related questions.
Hi, everyone. Miss Hughes, if you want to go to the next slide, that'd be great.
Sorry, Ms. Hughes. I think something's wrong with the video. It seems like there might be no sound. So I apologize for that, everyone. As you know, sometimes these live presentations don't go as planned.
Do we want to go past this, Miss Pena, and then we can come back to the video at the end, maybe?
Yeah, I would say let's go to the video at the end and let's close it out with the video.
All right. Miss Hughes, if you want to go to the Changemaker slide, which is, I think, perfect. Oh, yep. There we go. All right. Hi, everyone. My name is Emily Perna. I am the Changemaker English teacher at the high school. And what the Changemaker Academy is it is a project-based, interdisciplinary, hands-on learning experience that is designed to harness students' strengths and raise their expectations of themselves as intellectuals, as problem solvers, and social innovators. So as you heard Ms. Pena say, PBL is kind of the future of Waltham High School, especially as we move into this beautiful new building. And Changemaker is really, project-based learning is kind of instrumental in how we come to do our daily work. That projects are at front and center. And that was really why I kind of came to Changemaker in the beginning. I was tired of answering the question, why are we doing this? And what PBL offers is the answer to that. Because students are creating projects as they go, they're seeing in real time why they need to learn these skills. The interdisciplinary approach is really kind of key. They see how English is related to physics, is related to math, is related to history. We come at these projects from different angles, which is really nice. Right now, currently, we're working with Northeast Elementary School in the Connections program, and they're building assistive technology. So they're practicing research skills. They're learning about the design process. They're going back and looking at their mistakes and learning from them and kind of visiting them and making their projects better. And that authentic audience, knowing that the projects that they're working on are being seen and used by students in the community, is really what makes it all kind of happen. That authentic audience drives that learning. So I came to PBL and I came to Changemaker because of project-based learning, that interdisciplinary teaching. But the reason I love Changemaker is it's a small community. The high school is a really big place. And what Changemaker does is it offers a landing space. We're about a 60 to 70 person cohort, so it's a little bit of a smaller group. And they take all of their mesh subjects in Changemaker. So their math, English, history, and physics are done in the smaller model where there's that interdisciplinary learning, but they still get to experience the beauty of the high school. They go off cohort for their languages and their electives, their PE, lunch, it can be outside of Changemaker. So they get kind of the best of both worlds. We're also committed to kind of a wraparound service. So students are all levels. We have ESL 1 students right up to students in CP and honors class in the same kind of classes. And the ELL teacher and the special ed teacher push in. So they come into our classrooms and help support us there. And then those students also have an extra class with those teachers who are kind of aware of what's happening in the 4 classes. There is so much I can say about this program, and I will talk about it for way too long. So I invite you all to come to our info sessions where we will introduce you to the other teachers. We'll introduce you to some of the students who are currently in Changemaker along with some parents, and tell you about a lot of the amazing projects that we've done over the 4 years and what our hope is for the next 4 years. So we have our first information session. It's another virtual one, so you can do it in your PJs. That's this Saturday at 11 o'clock. The link is on our website. So if you wanted to take a QR code, it's right there, but walthamchangemaker.org. And then if you wanted to come into the high school, we also have an in-person one on Tuesday at 7 o'clock at the high school. So I will also be available at the Google Meet after this presentation to answer any questions. All right, Ms. Hughes, if you want to move to the next one, I'll talk about English too. So you get to hear me twice. I am kind of covering for Miss Faye, who is the English director, and she is at home with a beautiful baby. So I told her I would take this tonight. The English department, the theme for the 9th grade English, again, English is one of those subjects you need to take for 4 years. So they need 4 years of English. In 9th grade English, the theme is archaeology of self. And I really love this because as students are coming into the high school and learning about who they are, this unit or this year helps them to kind of dig into all of those aspects that make us who we are. So kind of from the personal to the world around us to the different aspects. So we start with the archaeology of duality, looking at how everyone has multiple aspects of themselves, that no person is just one thing, so that we can be lots of things. So we talk about the and being so important. I can be this and that. In Unit 2, we look at archaeology of racism, how race in the world kind of contributes to who we are. We move into a wonderful Latin American author study, looking at the archaeology of independence. How do we grow to be the person we want to be? And we end the year with the archaeology of society and relationships. How do we, once we kind of figure out who we are, how do we work in this world around us? So even though they are taking English every year, there are lots of ways to take even more English and do more writing and reading. So we have electives that are open to all students in grades 9 through 12, from creative writing and journalism, French film, sports and literature, which are kind of fun classes where they get to explore different aspects of writing and practice that. And then as they get a little bit older, there's some more kind of in-depth electives that they can take. Teaching for Social Justice is an amazing course. We also have an Ethnic Studies. And then in 11th grade, they can elect to take an AP class, which offers their college credit, and same for 12th grade. So again, if you have any questions about the English curriculum, you can come visit me in the Changemaker Google Meet, and I'll be happy to answer questions on either of those. Next, I'm going to introduce Ms. Hammerla, who's going to talk about the multilingual department.
Hi, good evening. I'm Sarah Hammerla. Buenas noches, boa noche. We are for students who are designated English learners, and we have levels ESL 1A, 1B, 2A, 2B, 3, 4, and 5. And we provide a lot of language development, academic support for students. We also have some electives in our department, including English for the Workplace. And these courses have been very popular with students. And we also have composition classes. So I will be available on the Google Meet and would love to answer questions if you come by later this evening. Now I would like to pass it on to Val Alfeo from the Mathematics Department.
Hi, everyone. Hope you are having a wonderful evening. I would like to share with you what our math pathways looks like. So when students join our school next year, they will begin with our Integrated 1 course, which is essentially Algebra 1 concepts mixed in with geometry. As they progress through the integrated pathway, they will essentially cover all of what would be in the traditional 4 courses of Algebra 1, Geometry, Algebra 2, and Pre-Calculus. This then gives every student the opportunity by 12th grade to take an advanced level math class. So depending on what their passions are, in the bottom right corner, you totally can't read this because it's super small. However, if you join me in the breakout room, I will be more than happy to enlarge that graphic for you. Essentially, that shares which 12th grade class they should consider taking based on what they're interested in, possibly for a career or a major. And as you can see, there's calculus if they're not quite ready for calculus, but they know that that's maybe what they want to take when they get to that's what the topics class would be. Then there's statistics. You have then quantitative reasoning as well. And then we have actually AP Computer Science Principles does qualify as that 4th year math class, as we are we do require students to take 4 years of math. Just like you'll see all of the different disciplines, we do have specific 9th grade electives, or electives that are available for 9th graders, I should say. One is that AP Computer Science Principle. It's a great first AP course that 9th graders do have available to them. There's no experience in computer science necessary to take it. They basically cover fundamentals of programming, along with like other topics like internet, algorithms, and data. And then as you can see, we also have the Intro to Programming class. Again, No experience necessary, but if you do have experience, you're more than welcome as well. It's essentially a coding in Python class. And last but not least, we have our cybersecurity course. So this is great if you have a student who is really just interested in all aspects of technology and computers. And some of the topics that they talk about are ethics, personal security, programming, software, and the internet. So if those are interesting you, then definitely sign up for them. And then beyond the school day, we have our math club where they participate in math competitions. We have a programming club, girls who code club. Again, no experience necessary. And then we do have a group that participates in Technovation, which is a entrepreneurial app design competition for girls and non-binary identifying students. So if you have any questions about our pathway for mathematics, please join me in the breakout session at the end, and I would be happy to answer any questions. And next, we have our history and social studies with Derek Vandergriff. Thank you.
I apologize, I was muted. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Derek Vandergriff. I'm the Director of History and Social Studies. During their time at Waltham High School, your students will be required to take and pass 3 History and Social Studies courses. As 9th graders, they'll take Modern World History. As 10th graders, they'll take United States History 1. And as 11th graders, they'll take United States History 2. They may also take AP United States History as a replacement course in grade 11. Next year, within the Modern World History options, your students may choose from the traditional Modern World History at honors or college prep level. They may choose PBL History, the Changemaker Academy, at honors or college prep level. Or if your child is an English language learner, we have an SEI Modern World History offering. New for next year, we also have early college elective course offerings, including the Introduction to Sociology and Cultural Anthropology courses. If you'd like to know more about the early college program, I would suggest you join Ms. Willard, our Director of Guidance, at the end of tonight's session. Finally, beginning in grade 10, all Waltham High School students can begin to take elective course offerings within the History and Social Studies department, and we'll hope that they join us as seniors. If you have any questions at the end of the night, please stop by the History and Social Studies room. I look forward to speaking with you there. And now, Dina DePamphilis, our Director of Science.
Hi, welcome everybody. I'm glad everyone could join us tonight. I'd like to tell you a little more about our science department. So your 9th graders are going to come to the high school and they'll take physics. It's an introductory physics course. It's different than the physics you probably remember in high school. And they'll take the physics MCAS in the spring. A graduation requirement for all students is to take 3 lab sciences. So our recommended sequence is physics, chemistry, and biology. We're excited to be able to offer 2 electives for grade 9 students, and those are our Project Lead the Way advanced coursework electives. Grade 9 students can take Principles of Biomedical Science, which is a project-based biomedical course. They learn a lot of the foundational principles in biomedical science. They do a lot of hands-on project-based activities, and same things with Intro to Engineering. They do some design challenges and learn a lot of skills related to 3D design, 3D printing, and so forth. So I'm happy to talk more about our Project Lead the Way electives at the end of the session. Beyond grade 9, students can take additional electives. We have quite a few AP courses available: AP Physics 1 and 2, AP Chem, AP Bio. We also have our traditional anatomy, physiology, environmental science, and forensics. And then students can take additional Project Lead the Way courses. And if they end up completing one of the pathways, many universities across the nation and here in Massachusetts can offer graduate credit or articulation agreements. So again, I'm happy to talk more about that at the end of the session. And now I'm going to hand it over to Cynthia Piantadosi, the World Language Director.
Hi, everyone. Welcome. I'm Cynthia Piantadosi, World Language Director. So for World Language, there's a 2-year requirement for graduation in Mass Core, although many colleges do like to see more than 2 years, depending on the college, if students are going in that direction. Offerings for grade 9 are French, Italian, and Spanish, levels 1 and 2. Students that are currently taking a world language in middle school will probably be placed in the year 2 level. Students who are in math or ELA lab, I'll go down to the middle schools to meet with them so we can help place them, to have them choose a language and place them in the language of their choice and the level that might work for them. There are some students who are native speakers or heritage speakers, and they might not be placed in a year 1. We may place them in a year 2, depending on their proficiency in the language. If a student studies a world language for all 4 years, or if they are a native or heritage speaker, they have the opportunity to earn the Massachusetts Seal of Biliteracy. This is awarded to by the state, awarded to students who demonstrate proficiency in English and another language. We also offer for upperclassmen, seniors, mostly seniors, AP courses in French, Italian, and Spanish. And we are offering a dual enrollment starting junior and senior year, social justice in the Latinx culture, which is conducted mostly in Spanish. So, okay. So up next is Heather Metalides, Director of Physical Education, Health and Wellness.
Hi, everyone. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. And I know we've been throwing a lot of information at you, but don't worry. If you're a new parent to Waltham High School, you'll be receiving this information in the course selection book. This is just an overview, and you can certainly meet us afterwards in the links that we have provided for you. So again, I'm Heather Metalides. I'm the Director of Physical Education, Health and Wellness. And really, the important thing that you should know is that all of your children will be taking Phys Ed, Health and Wellness during their freshman year. They'll have a semester or half year of the actual physical education piece, and they will have a half year of health education in the classroom. And then in sophomore, junior, and senior year, they're required to take physical education as well, but as a full year of physical education. And you will take sophomore Project Adventure, where you get eventually maybe on the ropes course outside at the high school, personal fitness and wellness in junior year, and fitness and adventure learning as well in senior year. So the ropes course will be revisited again in your senior year. We do allow electives, which is pretty cool, in freshman year. And so kids can elect to take stress management. It's one course, but half a year they cover stress management, and another half of the year they cover violence prevention. Or they could take nutrition and fitness for life. They could take both if they choose. There certainly is room for them. And then for future electives in 10, 11, and 12th grade, they could take current health, which is a full year of your nuts and bolts, everything health education class, or honors health, which has a little bit of anatomy and physiology, and allied health profession type of information for students that may want to pursue the medical or allied health fields. We are offering an elective called Building Leadership Through Fitness, and that can be accessed when your children are in 12th grade, in a unified PE class, which typical students will join our adapted physical education class and act as leaders and support. And that is in 12th grade. If you have any questions, you can join me in the link. I'd be happy to answer them. And next up is Douglas Trudeau, the Director of Fine and Performing Arts. Thanks.
Thank you, Heather. It's great to see everyone tonight. I'd like to welcome all of you to Waltham High School, for those of you who are going to be new next year. I'm the Director of Fine and Performing Arts. We oversee 3 different departments, which consist of music, art, drama, and dance. Actually, 4 departments. Drama and dance are considered one, though. The one thing that I can say about the Fine and Performing Arts program, it's very vibrant and live here at the high school. And I would encourage all of you to get involved at some point in time while you are here. Many of our seniors end up doing what we call senior review at the end of their senior year and have found at that point in time, boy, have they missed out by not taking any of the Fine and Performing Arts classes that we offer. We break it down into the music with 3 different categories. We have musical ensembles, which consist of our band, wind ensemble, orchestra, or a multitude of different choirs, including a freshman choir, a mixed choir, show choir, including Music Express and our award-winning Music Unlimited. The Music Express and Music Unlimited do require an audition, and if they speak with their middle school music teachers, they can get some information about that as well. You can also learn to play the guitar and piano at the high school. And we also offer some courses in music appreciation, the study of rock music and society, as well as music theory. Our art classes are awesome. Our kids do an amazing job in sculpture, stained glass, Art 1, which is an overview of drawing, painting, and does go into some of the other details of 3D art as well. We have Art 2 for those who are more advanced and wish to explore it at a deeper level, ceramics, and of course, Photo 1. Did want to speak a little bit about Photo 1. I know all of your students have an iPhone or some type of phone with a camera device on it. Did you know that camera on that phone can do a lot? Well, I didn't know that until I sat in and viewed a few of the Photo 1 classes where they'll learn all about taking great photography and working with the various different options that are actually on their camera on their phone. Our drama and dance department is very active. I'd like to give a little promo. Our dance theater program is happening next week. It involves 120 kids approximately, both on and off stage, doing a variety of different dance styles. But in addition to our after-school programs, we do offer courses in both drama and dance for freshmen, public speaking, stage and body, which is our dance class open to all, acting 1, and for those that are interested in any of the backstage, such as lighting, design, stagecraft in design is a course for them. The one thing that I can say to all of you is it's so important in your high school career to get involved, whether it's in a fine and performing arts or whether it's in some type of athletics. You need to get involved. It will make your high school career memorable. I'm going to be in the chat. Welcome to answer any questions about any of our music, art, or drama programs. And now I'd like to turn it over to Michael Grace, who is our Director of Career and Technical Education. Thanks for being here tonight.
Thank you, Mr. Trudeau. Good evening, everyone. My name is Michael Grace, and I am the Director of Career and Technical Education here at the high school. Career and Technical Education is broken up into 2 distinct groups of classes. The first group are the Chapter 74 programs, which are multi-year sequential classes, including automotive technology, carpentry, collision technology, culinary arts, early education and care, electrical, electronics, graphic communications, health assisting, and TV broadcasting. For students interested in Chapter 74 programs, it would be recommended that they sign up for the CVTE Exploratory for their 9th grade year. They will spend time in each of the shops learning about career pathways, shop expectations, and participate in different demonstrations. Students can then sign up to be in the full programs during course selections for their sophomore through senior year. If students decide not to participate in Chapter 74 programs, we offer a number of electives that they can choose from during their high school years to fulfill the FAPA requirements, including family and consumer science cooking classes, fashion classes. There's a variety of business classes as well as graphic design classes. So thank you very much. And anybody who has further questions, please join me in the other chat. And coming up next is Ms. Summerall.
Tonight. In special ed at the high school, one of the good positive things is that all of our programs and all of our services are in one building. Some are not like at Kennedy or McDevitt. We have a whole continuum of services. Coming to the high school, it's an exciting time and it could be a little stressful for some. And I just want to give you an overview, like, what if my child is struggling? It could be, they could be struggling with academics or socially or with peers or friends or relationships. The first thing would be to contact your health office. Every house, the 9th grade is, the house has an assistant principal, but also a school adjustment counselor. And the 9th grade school adjustment counselor is Kim Snyder. And that would be your first target if a student has a little bit of anxiety or distress or just needs to touch base. If your child is struggling with homework or questions or has content, the first point is to contact the teacher who's teaching that subject. Secondly, sometimes students struggle a little bit more. We provide services for students on 504 plans and IEPs. What is that? Well, if a student has a disability, and there are like 8 categories, they could, if they needed some accommodations to the curriculum, they would have a 504 plan. Both students on IEPs and 504 plans have identified disabilities, but the difference is for students on an IEP, they require specialized instruction to make progress, to access the curriculum. And that could be in the form of an extra learning center where we teach students how to organize their academic workload. It could be some pull-out instruction in a content area. We also, if a child does not need specialized instruction, they may need a related service. And students are on IEPs either because they need specialized instruction or a related service. And that could be a speech, access to speech help, or physical therapy, occupational therapy. Those are services. Effective progress, you know, it's not all about grades. If your child is entering the high school and they earn a C, they're making effective progress. That's good. Sometimes students may make lower than a C. They may make a D or an F, and it may be related to their disability, at which point we'll reconvene the team. Or it could just be maybe they're not going to class, or maybe they're not paying attention in class. That is something different. And effective progress is when students really can't access the curriculum because they have a disability. We have, like I was saying, a whole continuum of service and supports. We do push-in assistance. We'll go in and push in and help students in the general education classroom. We do pull-out instruction where we remove students from the general classroom and do small group instruction. And then we also have self-contained, which are students who need to be in a more supervised environment. But everyone has opportunities for inclusion. It could be in the arts, it could be at lunch, and we really work hard to follow the least restrictive environment. We want your children to be with their peers. Nothing is more important besides academics than peer relationships. Also, one thing specifically at the high school is when children turn 14, they have to have a transition plan. And at the high school, your student, your child is supposed to be attending their team meeting, and they will lead and participate in the team meeting. If you have any questions about the programs, come see me on the link. Now I'm going to flip it to Miss Katie Willard. She is our Assistant Director of Guidance and Counseling.
Hi, everybody. Nice to see you tonight. My name is Katie Willard, and I am the Assistant Director of School Counseling Pre-K through 12 for Waltham Public Schools. I can imagine that you are feeling a mixture of both excitement and maybe a bit of nervousness thinking about your student entering 9th grade. And I want to rest assured that your student is in very good hands. At the high school, we have two main supports from the school counseling department to support your child. First of which is our school adjustment counselors. At the high school, our school adjustment counselors support the social emotional wellness of your student. Any student in the 9th grade can access their school adjustment counselor, who will be Miss Snyder. And Miss Snyder will actually follow them for their entire 4 years at the school. So she'll be able to develop a relationship with them, really get to know them, and hopefully nurture a safe space for them to come talk if they need anything. We also have our guidance counselors at the high school. And the guidance counselors are tasked with supporting the college and career readiness support for students. They also can act as a consult when selecting classes and overall support with academics. And we can move to the next slide. Here we have a list of websites. I believe these slides will be sent out to you after this presentation if they haven't already. First is our high school website, which is great for general information regarding everything discussed here today. We also have two key subpages that you hopefully will find helpful. First is our school counseling website. That website has resources within the community to support social emotional wellness. It has parent support resources that you may want to pull from. It also has a list of all of our counselors within the district, as well as their contact information. And then finally, it has a subpage to our guidance website, which is where you'll find all of the college and career readiness information. Of particular interest to the 9th grade is the early college program. It's a really exciting program, and actually this 9th grade class is the first cohort to be able to experience a co-taught model of college level classes that are taught by both a professor as well as one of our high school educators. It's a very exciting opportunity, and there's tons of information on that website for you to check out. And if you have any further questions about the social emotional support available to your students or the college and career exploration opportunities, feel free to join me in the breakout room. And I'm also always available by email, which you'll be able to find in the slides at the end. Thanks so much.
Hello, everyone. So we're going to be moving back to slides 8 and 9. I want to go over some information with all of you. So Mr. Gelinas and Ms. Snyder wanted to be with us here this evening. They both had a conflict in scheduling. Mr. Gelinas is actually also the wrestling coach, so they are at a tournament this evening. So you did get, so we had shared a copy of the slides with both principals, with Mr. Sabin and Mr. Gilday. So my hope is that they had shared that with all of you, but I also added the link in the comments for families, as well as the program of studies. That link was shared with principals this morning, and that should families should have access to that as well. Most recently, we had some approved changes through the school committee. We have our advanced coursework, which is Project Lead the Way, our dual enrollment, our early college program, and our CTE co-op programming. We've made some adjustments to our weighted GPA scale to reflect those changes. And those are some of the changes that have happened. We're also working on our new schedule proposal. So we have a pilot schedule this year. We have our Hawk Block initiative, which gives students the opportunity for enrichment, as well as extra support if needed. So we are working on a new schedule change to reflect some of those changes, but also to support our transition to the new high school, and to reflect all of the changes being made. And that proposal will go to the school committee in early March. And then Jackie, if you want to go to the next slide. So as you're thinking about levels and as you're looking at coursework, Just wanted to explain the process to families and how that works if you're new to Waltham High School. Teachers will make a recommendation. If families need additional resources, they can connect with the department directors, and you'll have an opportunity at the end of this presentation to connect with them. Families have the final choice. All levels are aligned to the frameworks and standards. It prepares our students for college and career readiness. And then we have our advanced coursework, which is AP Honors, Project Lead the Way, our CTE, our dual enrollment, early college. And what that really means is it's an increase of independent work. And other criteria may also be content specific. We did recently do our C1, C2 merger. We used to have 4 levels. We had C2, C1, Honors, and AP. We have merged our C1 and C2 coursework, and that is now our college prep program coursework. So you might see that change in the program of studies, as well as we have made a change with our electives, and there will be our elective will also be college prep, some of our electives. So we have a progression of elective coursework as well. And we're going to finish off with the video. This is a special video that was put together by our TV studio. And there is a welcome from Mr. Jelinas and Ms. Snyder. And then once we're done with that, we will pass it along to our directors for an opportunity for you to individually connect with them one-on-one if you have any content area specific direct questions. Thank you so much for joining us this evening, and we look forward towards welcoming the class of 2026. We are excited to welcome our new freshman class.
Here at Waltham High School, you have the opportunity as an incoming freshman to leave your mark in the hallways, in the classrooms, on the playing fields, and on the performance stage. Our unique offerings here on the Hill are unlike any other high school you will ever attend, where there's literally something for every single one of you and what your interests are. We're here to give you a broader scope of what you can take advantage of that would best carve a pathway to your future upon graduation in 4 years. We know that you will have a lot of questions along the way, and that's why we're here to make your transition from Kennedy and McDevitt a smooth one. Over the next few minutes, you will learn what's here waiting for you, that you can begin right away as a 9th grader here at Waltham High School.
Hey everybody, my name is Chris Jelinas. I am currently the Associate Principal for the class of 2022 and soon to be the Associate Principal for the class of 2026. And if you're watching this, chances are you're going to know somebody who's going to be a member of that class. I'm here in the House office. You're going to get introduced to a couple of special people. Mrs. Zinda, who's my administrative assistant, and Miss Snyder, who is our school adjustment counselor here. Looking forward to meeting all of you, meeting all of your children, and looking forward to the next 4 years spending with you all.
Hi, my name is Ms. Snyder, and I'm the school adjustment counselor here for the class of 2022 now, and the soon-to-be class of 2026. My role here at the high school is to support your students socially and emotionally, whether they are coming into school anxious or worried or sad or nervous. A lot of feelings are going to be happening, I'd imagine, as freshmen, but either way, I'm here to support them and the families as well. I do speak Spanish, and kids get referred to me all the time, whether it's through a teacher, through a friend, parents, but I'm looking forward to supporting everyone, and welcome to class of 2026.
Hi, my name is Mrs. Zinda, and I currently work with Mr. Jelinas and Ms. Snyder for the class of 2022. I look forward to meeting the class of 2026. If you guys need anything, a dismissal, if you're late, you need a schedule printed off, or anything like that, you can come and see me in the office. Can't wait to meet you guys.
As incoming 9th graders, you will have a carefully drawn-out curriculum in each of the 5 major core areas that will address a coming-of-age theme in English, developing cognitive skills through Algebra 2 or geometry, examining the events and concepts of modern world history, generating quantitative and qualitative observations in physics, and enhancing skills in a world language of your choice consisting of Spanish, French, or Italian.
The Changemaker Academy is an interdisciplinary, project-based learning opportunity for rising freshmen, designed to harness your strengths and raise expectations for you as intellectuals, problem solvers, and social innovators. The 4 pillars that are addressed in this program include innovative learning opportunities to advance your engagement and achievement, personalized academic support, college and career exploration, and health and wellness. The Changemaker Academy prioritizes both content skills and soft skills that will enable you to become leaders, collaborators, critical thinkers, creative problem solvers, social entrepreneurs, and global citizens.
The 9th grade Career Exploration Program is an opportunity for students to follow a course of study by cluster. During exploration, students will rotate through all 10 of our interdisciplinary pathways, including our brand new Health Assistant program. At the end of the rotation, students will have the opportunity to select a non-traditional pathway, a new pathway, or a top choice within that cluster to explore for the remainder of the school year. All students will have the opportunity to enroll in any of the 10 CBTE programs at any point throughout your high school career. If you stay enrolled for 2 years in one program, you will have the opportunity to earn your career, vocational, and technical education certificate, in addition to your diploma when you graduate from Waltham High School. Also anticipated will be credits towards fine and performing arts, as well as graduation requirements and even college credit through our articulation agreements with area institutions. If during your time in any of our programs you have a change of heart and would like to take another course, you will have that opportunity at the end of the school year. Here's what our current and former students are saying about their experience in RCTE programs.
So for me, the culinary program, when I went there, it was just starting up really fully, but I really got a sense of what I wanted to do when we did a lot of like the small knife cutting, a lot of like the mechanics of cooking, and also my teacher helped me get prepared for school. I went to Johnson & Wales, and I didn't know anything about college. My parents didn't go. So she really helped me when it was time to make a decision. I wasn't really sure if I was going to go to culinary school or not, but she really helped guide me.
I found out about the carpentry program, and it really motivated me to come to school every day. And even like my math and English, I started doing better because I was just happy to be in carpentry. Carpentry motivated me to do more in life.
The Seal of Biliteracy is an award given in recognition of students who have studied and attained proficiency in speaking, reading, and writing in English and in another language by high school graduation. It promotes biliteracy as an asset and rewards students' hard work in becoming bilingual and biliterate. Any graduating senior who is proficient in English and another language and meets specific criteria is eligible to earn this prestigious award that would be displayed on your transcripts as well as your diploma. The Seal of Biliteracy provides evidence of skills that are attractive to future employers and college admissions offices.
From launching space explorations to delivering safe, clean water to communities, engineers find solutions to pressing problems and turn their ideas into reality. Project Lead the Way Engineering empowers students to step into the role of an engineer, adopt a problem-solving mindset, and make the leap from dreamers to doers. The program's courses engage students in compelling, real-world challenges that help them become better collaborators and thinkers. Whether discovering new cancer treatments or teaching healthy lifestyle choices to their communities, today's biomedical science professionals are tackling big challenges to make the world a better place. Project Lead the Way biomedical science students are taking on these same real-world challenges, and they're doing it before they even graduate from high school. Working with the same tools used by professionals in hospitals and labs, students engage in compelling, hands-on activities and work together to find solutions to problems. From coding your own game in Scratch, building an application in App Inventor, learning Java, or learning how to prevent against cyber attacks, this computer science pathway will prepare you with skills needed for 21st century and future jobs. Throughout the computer science pathway, you will be collaborating and problem-solving with your peers to produce creative and meaningful projects. Along the way, you will be developing computational thinking skills that will be applicable to any future career in tech. Fine and Performing Arts Department provides exploratory, intermediate, and advanced studies in 4 arts areas: visual arts, music, drama, and dance. The department offers a variety of courses that will enhance the overall high school experience and provide a great richness to your overview of the arts and culture as it exists in today's society. From show choir and music unlimited to the new courses of songwriting and music and society to Latinx dance, there's something for everyone of you interested in this pathway. All students are encouraged to participate as they explore a possible vocation or further develop a love for arts. This pathway is ideal for you if you are interested in exploring a variety of health and wellness courses and are interested in helping people improve and maintain their health and well-being. This pathway will allow you to explore many areas of health and wellness, including nutrition, fitness, stress management, and the human body. If you are interested in working in a healthcare setting, running an employee wellness program, or teaching clients about nutrition and exercise, this is the pathway for you.
The Waltham High School Athletic Department offers 19 different sports across 3 seasons, from the freshman to the varsity level. As a Hawk, we primarily compete in the Dual County League against other high schools in nearby and surrounding communities. We have a rich tradition where a lot of hard work and, of course, fun is expected. What is unique about our athletic program is that most of our coaches are full-time employees in many of our schools here in Waltham. Remember, in order to compete, you must maintain a 1.7 GPA throughout the school year in order to remain eligible. If you're concerned that you may need assistance to meet this requirement, don't hesitate to contact your teacher, associate principal, and your coaches. They will work with you one-on-one to get you on track for success both on and off the playing fields. Our teams have all had rich and storied memories here at the high school. Now it's your turn to leave your mark and keep the tradition going.
So, there you have it. We know this 10-minute video doesn't do it justice, but believe it when we say what you put into your time at Waltham High School is what you will get out of it. Your teachers, guidance counselors, associate principals, and the rest of staff around the building are here to get you to that next level in life while enjoying ample amounts of success in the process. Nothing will come easy, but with the right mindset and utilizing your resources, you'll have the opportunity to go wherever your heart desires in life. Welcome to Waltham High School and enjoy your next 4 years.
So at this time, we're going to move back to the last slide, Jackie. If we can go back to the last slide, that would be great. And now we're going to open this up for questions, an opportunity for you to connect with our directors. So again, we have the links here shared. We will make that available to all of you. I had also added it to the comments. And my hope is that you guys can access that link and that you've already been given access. We wish you all a wonderful night, and we look forward towards connecting with you real soon. Take care.